Hello, everybody.
That's
It's
that's a
Scotty
good one.
T. It's Scotty T, and it's your comedy minute. And I have the most amazing, interesting, just I can't even put it into words. This young man, Langston Bibbs, is here today. Langston, thank you so much for giving me some of your time.
Uh, Thank you for having me. Excited to be on the show with a long list of others. And it's great to finally, sit down, interact.
Yeah.
I know over the phone we've shot some messages, we've done a little
Well,
bit of
hey,
in there around the Super Bowl together, but
I can go back even further. Do you remember the Super Bowl?
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I know
You
I
sent me a
did the Super.
video,
Yep, I did the Super Bowl video back in February
and
before I disappeared for a little bit, but
you picked the Seahawks,
yeah, yeah,
and you were right.
yeah. I figured it wasn't gonna be so pleasant for the Patriots.
No, well, Mike Vrabel and Diana. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, as a Titans fan, I have a little bit of history with Mike, so I
Yeah,
got a
yeah,
bone to
okay.
pick. Nah, I'm just
A
playing.
Titans
Wish
fan,
them
Nashville.
success.
Yeah, you're in Nash Vegas. I mean Nashville.
Hey, Nash Vegas, yeah, you had it
Nash
right.
Vegas. My friend Webb Wilder calls it Nash Vegas.
Yeah. You said what? I'm sorry.
My friend Webb Wilder.
Oh, he owns a club out
Well,
here.
no, he calls it Nash Vegas.
Oh yeah, I know a lot of people that call it Nash Vegas out here. So
So now you're in Nashville, but you weren't born and raised in Nashville,
no, not at all. Born and raised in Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis, Tennessee. Now I want to go back to you like high school days, whenever you played football and basketball, right?
Correct.
And did you do good in those sports?
Yeah, I was pretty good. I was pretty good. I played AAU year round, and then in football, I was on varsity from like 10th grade, well, ninth grade. So it was a great time. Football was my first. Basketball was my first love. Football I was far
Football.
better at. So it was kind of fun.
Football was your first love, but yet now basketball is before we went on the air, you would one day like to own an NBA team.
Absolutely. Basketball is my passion. It became my
Yeah.
passion. The business side, the media side, the analytics side. I can talk about basketball in any aspect from the history to current day players to anything all day, every day.
Well, the 76ers just got knocked out by the Knicks.
I saw that coming, unfortunately.
Yeah, yeah. And see, now I'll go way back to Willis Reed and Earl the Pearl Monroe and the old Knickerbockers. I used to be a big fan of the New York Knicks.
The Knicks might actually make it to the conference, or not
They're looking good. They're
make it to
looking
the NBA finals this year.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
this is the first time I've been alive where I can confidently say, "Hey, the Knicks might be a serious team."
The
And
Knicks look real good.
I've never thought I'd utter those words. So
They blew out the 76ers pretty hard.
yeah, yeah.
But let's not talk basketball. Let's talk about Langston Bibbs. No, I'm serious. No, we'll get to it. So in high school, beyond basketball and football, you hosted a show and produced a show called Straight Up 901.
Yeah, I had a podcast with a few of my classmates. We were just in class one day,
Yep.
and we decided to come together to talk about hot topics in the world. We interviewed artists such as NLE Choppa. We had a couple of other guys on there that were local in the area as well, and we had a hands-on experience. We learned from the great Stan Bell. So yeah, it was definitely a great opportunity in high school to broaden my horizons, to learn how to navigate in the media field at an earlier age than most, and that's something I'm very grateful for.
Well, and you've done a lot more, uh, you know, TV and media stuff. And I don't want to get too serious because it is a comedy show.
It's
But I
okay.
watched, no, no, hold on. We'll get to basketball. We got a lot to cover. You're an amazing young man. But I watched a YouTube video that I guess I don't know if it was in college because I want to get on to college, but I don't know if you did in college or high school. We were talking about social media and people today, at your age and younger. Do you remember that?
I think that was 12th grade, 12th senior
That's
year.
amazing.
Um,
No, it's an amazing. Talk about that if you don't mind for a minute.
I just think people are enamored with our phones. We have to live in real life. I love to be on my phone. I love social media as a tool, but a lot of people look at it as the end all be all. We have to
Yeah,
remember, like in real life, a lot of the hate you receive on social media isn't real. A lot of the love you receive isn't real. You have to be able to do everything in moderation, even moderation. You have to be able to figure out what's real, what's not real, what's fake.
yeah.
It's a, I guess I'll say it's a tedious process because no one likes to just sit down and filter their timeline out to try to figure it out. But sometimes you have to clean up your feed and realize, hey, this is what's positive for me, and this is not positive for my mental. So, um, I guess to elaborate on it, I definitely believe in controlling your own narrative on social media as well, because we get a unique chance to, I guess, curate our own story. Show everybody bits and pieces of us that they're not necessarily able to see on a day-to-day basis. So I think that's the positive aspect of it. But the negative aspect is a lot of people put way too much time, energy, and emphasis on trying to appear as if they are something that they are not. So when people feel like they're comparing themselves, the art of comparison, and this person is doing more than me or this person is doing better than me, you have to remember we're all on God's timing. So it's not really a, oh, this looks one way when it's another way. So you never want to compare. Comparison is the thief of joy, and social media a lot of times drives comparison.
Well, and there's 2 points I'll be real. And boy, you're an amazing young man. I said that from the start. But do you know that over half of the kids today, if you ask them what they want to be, what do they want to be?
I think they want to be influencers or
Yep,
YouTubers.
yep, that's exactly right. And just a second, just to touch on that, I don't like social media. I make no bones about it. I've been kicked off Facebook 9 times in 1 year. Been kicked off YouTube for 3 days, 7 days. I just got kicked off.
So let's make it 10. We got to do two
Well,
things in whole.
stay tuned. Stay tuned. You don't know what's going to happen yet. There's a
You're,
lot to go in this interview.
you're
Back it up, Hot Rod. But no, the other point is that right before we came on, because somebody was a little late, my Instagram, no,
talking about cold in the back.
My Instagram, you know, the girl, her talent was wearing short skirts and bending over so everyone could see her hoo ha.
That's one hell of a talent. I feel like a lot of people put themselves in compromised positions for likes and clicks. And when I feel like if you can be yourself and remain authentic as you're creating content, that's the beauty of content creation. Because I think content is beautiful because it gives people that are so talented an opportunity to spread their talent. But there's also a lot of bullshit mixed in there. And you have to be able to decipher between the both. Like,
I love it. I love it. Hey, I think it's going pretty good. What do you think?
I think it's going swell.
All right, good. Let's move on to college. You just graduated,
Yes, I just graduated
but
from
you're going on for your master's. I think it's what your dad told me.
yes. So I graduated from the illustrious Tennessee State University.
Okay.
Uh, and I'm currently enrolled to get my master's. So I got into all three of my dream schools. So now I guess it's up to me to figure out where I'm starting in August. That's a lot of stadium posts, a lot of pressure, a lot of responsibility that I have been dodging. But I will be making that announcement soon. So
Well, you are an amazing young man. You're involved with politics. I know you donated your time to community service. Um, it's just an amazing young man, and I'm curious as far as beyond all that. You started acting and modeling, and you do something with music.
yes, yes to all three. I had a
Let me
passion.
before you answer. Do you do plumbing and electrical work? Do you do anything with that?
Yeah, no, I never. I thought was gonna be my route, unfortunately. I know my talents, and I'm pretty
Okay, no,
sure I know my strengths and weaknesses, and I don't think HVAC
plumbing and
is one of them.
electrical is not it.
Yeah, I don't think HVAC is for me. Uh,
HVAC's for me.
and I wasn't good at that stuff, but it's one hell of a career. One hell of you can make a
Oh
lot of
yeah,
bread
way to
doing
make
that.
bank. Those guys
Yeah,
make eighty
one
dollars
hell
an
of a way to
hour,
make
hundred
bank.
dollars an hour.
Facts, like
Well, let me ask you because I'll be serious. I'm goofing around because we haven't even touched on how we know one another. But um, what do you envision or what do you like more? Acting, modeling, music. Where do you see Langston going from here?
all three.
Either
All three.
all of it.
I have a passion for all three. I took time away from music because I wanted to redefine myself as an artist. So this next
Okay.
approach that I'm going to have is a complete rebrand. I took all my music down. I took everything that used to be the old me. I renamed myself. I take my art seriously, and I didn't take it as serious as I wanted to initially. So the better I got at my craft, the more disgusted I got with my old work, if that makes sense. So
Absolutely.
I have an undying passion for music. I
Really?
love acting and modeling. It's just that just kind of
Yeah,
came
you
naturally
just
over
got that
time.
one. You
Now,
got that one in the bag. You just
now
walk in.
I have not always been this handsome. Hard to believe. It is a long. It was been a work in
Brother, I ain't never
progress.
been handsome. Look at my old ass. Look at my old ass. I ain't never been handsome. I'm
You look great. You
63.
look great.
I'm 63 years old,
Yeah,
goddammit.
you're great for 63 for sure. I know
I
you can
look
get
good for
all the little old hoes
75. I
every
look good for
time. I
75.
know you come in and they be
Langston,
hiding ready
stop,
for you.
stop, stop it, stop it. No, I'm teasing. But so I'm because again, for people that don't know, and I want to get into how we met and everything, but it because we just met. I don't know you from barely spoke, but music is your passion.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Music is a deep passion. I've created music since I was in high school. Really,
Okay,
I did music in middle school, but I wasn't really good at it. And I took a experience where I created a song and it got out early. And keep in mind, we were probably like 12, 13, so it wasn't really talking about anything. So obviously, it didn't sound good, but the experience of having the attention and people, hey, reacting, pulling, whether it's positive emotions, negative emotion, it kind of taught me like, okay, I can do this here. And I took an experience that wasn't really necessarily the best for me at that time. And I learned, okay, how can I get better at this? How can I get a reaction that has less of a negative outlook? How can I get something positive? How can I appeal to people's ethos, logos, pathos? One of those three, all three in one when I create songs. I take myself to another area now that I didn't have the experience
prior.
previously. English isn't my strong suit either. If you cannot tell, I.
You're all right. You. I'll cut it out. Don't you worry. You're doing just fine.
But yeah, previously, I wanted to take those L's, those losses, and I want to turn all of those L's into lessons and how to be better and more efficient at everything I do. So I definitely took that and applied it to music.
Right. Well, and I told you because we talked this morning on the phone that, and a lot of people don't know this, that I was in the music business. And a guy I worked with, he used to say, I want the songs to appeal from 6 to 60. That a 6-year-old likes it, like a Taylor Swift, shake it off. I don't care if you're 6 or you're 60, they shake it off. And I don't mean to bring up Taylor Swift because.
I
But I'm
like that.
just saying that those are the home runs. I've had a few home runs in my life where we had, like real quick, 32 weeks at number one.
Mm,
Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You, followed up by Boys to Men, End of the Road. 32 weeks. I was singles coordinator. So
like that.
music is my passion, like you. And it's just great to meet somebody that has that same, you
Love
know.
art.
Oh yeah, and you can't that's emotion, that's feel you put on End of the Road or you put on I Will Always Love You, it's gonna cause a reaction.
Definitely.
Michael Jackson, Remember the Time. They name a whole batch of them.
Something every time you hear a record. And
Yeah.
I'm not anti-rap. I'm not anti-pop. I'm not
No, I don't.
anti-country. I'm anti-trash. I'm anti.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm anti something that goes in one ear and pops out the other. You need to have something that makes me feel substance. It shouldn't be
Oh,
anything.
sure.
A lot of people drop BS music, flash in the pan stuff nowadays, and it gets viral. It gets viral on
Yeah.
TikTok, and then those artists you look up a year from now, they're nowhere to be found, and they own their label thousands and thousands of dollars. So it's about finding quality stuff. A lot of people believe in quantity over quality nowadays, and that's really the problem.
I was at a conference in Toronto when Diddy started his label.
Yikes.
No one else. With Blackout. Yeah, no, I know. I don't know Diddy. I'm just telling you when he started Bad Boy.
Yeah, yeah.
And what was it? Total? No one else. I think I forget the song. But yeah, it was. I think yeah. It was the first time anybody had ever done that. I was like, holy shit,
Mm.
cool stuff. Recently got into a fraternity. Tell everybody about that. That's huge.
I am a member of the Cap Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. So it has been a blessing. It was a journey to get here. But I wouldn't have never had it any other. I wouldn't have had it any other way. We are built on achievement. Our number one purpose and goal is for achievement in every field of human endeavor.
I want to bring up your dad, and I also want to bring up Don Gray,
Okay.
real quick. Do you want to tell people? Why don't you tell people who your dad is?
My dad is a comedian, actor, and writer, Lester Bibbs. Now,
As good as good gets.
I guess I'm going to be one hell of a nepo baby. Unfortunately, I have to get in front of that narrative pretty early.
Nah. No, Lester Bibbs is as good as good gets.
A great
Lester's been
guy, passionate entertainer, been in the industry for years and years and years. He's done Comic View, he's done BET, he's done HBO, he does cruises currently. He travels the world, and he gave me an opportunity to really get a closer look into the industry, and I'm forever grateful for that for sure.
you are the nut didn't fall far from the tree. You are your dad spoke to me the other day. He called me. He was on an airplane and they're telling him to hang up. And I'm like, I love you, brother. I love you too, Scott. I love your dad. And I want to mention Don Gray because on your Facebook page you posted, and I just think it's amazing. While I was interviewing him, because I was interviewing him because of your dad, somehow your name came up, and he said, "What a fantastic young man you are."
Oh yeah, that's really on for real, man. That's not blood. We're not blood, but might
Yeah.
as well be. He's a great guy. When I was in high school, and I was this is at a point where my mindset was NFL or nothing. So when I
Oh,
was just
really?
training as yeah, I was training as
Really?
hard as I can be. I was training all day, every day. I did 2 or 3 days, and this was I lived in Atlanta for a little bit. So I woke up 6 a.m., did training at 12, and then did training at 5, and then when my dad wasn't home, or if he wasn't in the area, I could call him and he'll come get me. Because at the time, I didn't have a car, so he helped invest time, energy, and effort into me as well. And even though my athletic career ended with a tragic injury, he helped me see the positive sides of that as well. Both of them did. So I definitely have a lot of admiration for those men.
Well, and now I'm curious now. What? No, no, I shouldn't do it. What
No.
happened with the injury?
I had a torn meniscus, a partially torn ACL, and a tumor
Sorry
in
to
my
hear.
knee. Yeah.
I'm an idiot. Did you figure that out? By the way, I'm an asshole.
I am probably much a bigger asshole than you. I just play it
No,
off a little different.
somebody missing an arm. I'm gonna look. What
Like,
happened?
damn, what happened?
What exactly? What happened to you? Where'd your arm go? That's why I'm not good at again. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's definitely fine. That after I committed to play ball, I had to decommit. Well, I didn't decommit. I just ended up saying I wasn't going to go to that school anymore because I wanted to learn how to. I had to learn how to walk again. Basically, I had to have the surgery. Then I had to go to physical therapy, and I had to relearn how to walk. And after a year, that's what led me, funny enough, to go to Tennessee State because it was close, and I kind of was terrified of the idea of going to the other side of the country freshly off a wheelchair, walking around in crisis. And that's when I met one of my best pals. He moved. Well, I already knew him, but like our bond got even closer when he helped me around on campus when I was a freshman. I tried to come up here to get some type of college experience because I wanted to see like how is the college life? What am I missing out on? I kept feeling like I was missing something. I definitely recommend, even if you don't feel like school is for you when you're a high school senior, because I never thought I was going to school and now I'm pursuing a master's degree. So I definitely recommend at least trying to get some type of experience, getting your feet wet, making some type of connections, trying to make an internship, one of those things, getting on the campus, even if you don't choose to go to that school, go to a homecoming, experience what it's like to be immersed, whether it's a HBCU or a PWI.
Phew. I can't say it again. I can't think more than amazing. You blow me away, my friend. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. No, you're laughing, but you know, this is supposed to be a comedy show, but man, you are an amazing young man.
I appreciate it. I definitely highly
Well,
appreciate it.
we got one last piece of business, and hopefully you're gonna, I'm gonna knock that one out of the park too. But I want to be sure. I mentioned your dad and Don Gray, and I want to make sure that you, because you of all people, with all your social media experience, your media experience, you're 10 times, 100 times smarter than I am. I want to make sure you mention everything you want to mention, and then I'm going to say your comedy minute, and you're going to do something. Okay?
I guess I think the only thing I would plug in is my socials.
You all know that all the links will be
Okay,
everything
I'll
you
make sure.
have, your Instagram, whatever you have, all that will be in this interview. But so we're going to do it. And I told you, don't let the truth get in the way of a good story. Langston Bibbs, it's time. Your comedy minute.
All right, so obviously, being in college is hard, but dating in college is far harder. In dating, when you have friends like mine, I might as well pack it up. I remember this like it was yesterday. It was one of the most beautiful girls I ever seen. I go up to her, I get her number, I get her on the phone, and I'm texting her, talking to her every other day. It's going great. It's going great. I go home. We go home for December winter break, so the challenge is to keep that emotion there via long distance, via phone call. And I was doing one hell of a job. And then it's moving time. January hits, I'm moving back into my dorm. She does not go to my school. She goes to another school. I'm pretty sure she went to Vanderbilt at the time. So she doesn't go to the school I'm going to, but I was just trying to, still get my shots up, obviously. So I walk into my best friend's home. At the time, he moved into his apartment a little bit before me, and everybody's transitioning in. So I'm on FaceTime with her, and we're talking, we're talking, we're talking. He's getting ready to leave out. I tell him prior to the conversation that I was going to go to another college campus. Well, I told you how smart and beautiful she was. So when he comes in and he goes, "Damn, Langston, you're not at Fisk University yet? I thought you'll be over there with her by now." And obviously, if it's 11 o'clock at night and your best friend comes in saying, "Damn, I thought you were going to go over there with another girl," that was the end of our time with that most beautiful, amazing, and funny girl I ever met in my life. And she probably have never had a conversation with her again. So I blame my brother to that to this day. But he's made it up to me. But I still blame him for that every day. And
Wait a second.
but
Wait
it
a
wasn't the first
second.
time he's done
Wait
no
a
crazy shit.
second. I'm
Uh,
confused. I am really confused.
I was confused as well when this happened.
I'm confused as hell. So you went to the wrong college, or she went to the wrong? What the hell
No,
happened?
so we're on FaceTime and she goes to Vandy. Nashville had probably I think it's five different colleges. I think it's Trevecca, American
I know
Baptist,
Vanderbilt. She went to Vanderbilt.
Vandy, TSU, and Fisk. I think those are the five I can think off the top of my head. Belmont. I know I'm probably missing one more. Um, but yeah, so she goes to Vandy, and I'm talking to another girl that goes to Fisk at the time. Shame on me. I'm talking to another girl that goes to Fisk at the time.
Yeah, you
So
kind of
so
admitted that part. I
so
what?
so when my brother walks in and goes, "Man, you're still here. I'm surprised you're not at Fisk." She immediately puts two and two together. She hangs up. She goes, "I never want to talk to you again."
Oh, I
And,
see. Okay,
and she
now
really meant that. I mean, I've never had a girl tell me she never wanted to talk to me again and really mean it. So that was one hell of a time.
did you have fun?
I had a great time. I appreciate
You're an amazing young man. I'll say it for the hundredth time.
I appreciate it.
And you know what? If you don't mind, um, we'll hopefully get through the NBA playoffs and we'll get to the football season and Super Bowl and everything. But I want you to keep in touch with me. I really
I
think you ought
definitely,
to.
definitely, definitely.
Okay. All
Um,
right.
I
What's
have
your prediction before we go? Because I'll try and get this up before it's over. What's your prediction? Who's going to win the NBA Finals?
I really think the San Antonio Spurs can get it done.
All right. All
I
right.
think the Spurs win in 5 games, and I think they play the Knicks. I think they play the Knicks.
All right. Cool. Thank you for coming. Let me stop the
Thank,
recording
thank you
so
for
we can
having me.
spend a minute or two off the air. Thank you so
Uh,
much, Langston. You're the best.